Maybe you need to take a nap before the game.
Preview.
Can you imagine a little spider monkey humping a football that's as big as him, just getting it, getting it.
Dave, you're ruining my theater of the mind.
I could just imagine. I could just imagine Durs as a DM.
Oh god. Okay, I am Kadojo. I am playing Silverclaw, the Dragonborn fighter.
I am Susan Guy. I am playing the Arcane Trickster Rogue, the Merry Rogue.
I'm Stormwolf. I'm playing Krivgar, the Dragonborn Bard.
I am Mystaria. I am playing Misty, the half-elf warlock with a taste for fire and an imp as an ally.
Do you see your new 2D art there?
I love it! Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, Vay did that. She just totally surprised me with that.
Thank you, Vay.
She did a good job with Carl and the chickens.
Actually, yeah. Actually, I added those. She didn't do that. That's easy stuff. I can do that. I can add a PNG of a goat or something. But I'll tell you what, Vay, she rocks at doing stuff like this with Photoshop. She's good.
Good artwork, eh?
I'm surprised you don't have a goat and chickens on this screen that we're looking at on Roll20.
We got rid of the chickens. All we got left is the goat.
Yeah, I was gonna say chickens.
The chicken?
Yeah. Uh-oh, Dex just found out.
The goat's still alive?
Yeah, the goat's still alive. I wouldn't let him take him from me.
What?
Nobody can
bullshit
take.
is this?
Nobody can take my Carl. I'm
We
worm
gave
food.
Carl the worm food.
I was
love
going to
it.
say I'm worm food, and I'm running the incredible Tiberius, life cleric of greatness.
I'm Breed X, I play Kensa, and I'm gonna hunt that goat.
Wormfoot has already taught the goat how to sit. Guess it can sit and be hugged.
Hot.
He had a successful animal handling, that's for sure.
And then
That's
he
wrong
failed.
in so many ways, Dave. Oh, never mind. I know what you're saying now. Got it.
That is.
Who's doing the recap? Because I wasn't here.
Crickets.
You're kidding me.
If it's in the journal,
I can make up a recap if you want. Like,
Yeah, I'll do the recap here.
Thanks, Kadojo.
Okay. So, futzing with my new new smartphone. Still trying to figure out what the fuck it does. Okay. Last time on Dungeons and Dragons. Our
I
hero,
like how his voice
After-
changes.
being threatened with blackmail, decided to try to come up with a plan. While they were deciding, a mysterious figure came up to them and revealed himself to be a friend of our orders, which I can't remember what it's called, Dave, the whole order thing.
The Order of
They
the
got-
Gauntlet.
Order of the Gauntlet and Friends. Can't remember the other two.
Emerald Enclave.
After we told... Yeah, Emerald Enclave and... Don't know what the Thief Guild was.
Zentrum.
Zentarium.
Centurion.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
The Steelies.
After telling her of our plight, she promptly dismissed herself, and then we set about enacting a plan to catch and kill the blackmailer. But, as the night went on, he did not show. In the morning, Tiberius went out and saw that the blackmailer had indeed been killed, stabbed in the back.
Ooh.
As soon as he came back, the crowd from the cultists, and as well as several other families from the caravan, came marching up. The cultists accused us of killing him, although with no proof to hand in, he could not do anything, but did make vague suggestions threatening noises that he knew that who we were. As we reached Waterdeep, we found that the cultist caravan stopped for the night up north while we took care of our cart and goods. We set out and bought several magical items: a sword, a bow, and some arrows. Not a bow. It was something else. Oh well. I'm doing this all from memory.
Amulet!
Amulet, that was it. Thank you. Our heroes set up for the night. In the morning, they joined on as bodyguards for a larger caravan, which the cultists were joining. As they no more than 2 hours out of Waterdeep, the caravan was attacked by 40 bandits. Our heroes fought on 14 of those bandits. Misty screwed Silverclaw out of many kills by casting a fireball right next to him. The group proceeded to slaughter the rest, and the caravan only took one casualty during the initial surprise attack. And now, we rejoin our adventurers.
Awesome recap.
Wow.
So impromptu, man. Good job. Yeah, you guys did a little bit of shopping. I think you guys are just about broke from going to Waterdeep. You know, when you're in a town with 1.3 million people, man, you can find anything you want. So you guys stayed the night in Waterdeep, found out a little bit of information about where the cult was actually traveling to. They weren't the main part of the caravan anymore. Now, you found out that they were going to the Mere of Dead Men, and within the Mere of Dead Men, they were going to a new place that you have never heard of. And it's, like I said, the Mere of Dead Men is, like I said, it's a swampland now. It did not used to be that way, but after the spell plague, all of the waters from the Sword Sea started washing into the, it was a low-lying area of land, so this is just salt water, muck, and all that other crap. So you guys are on this caravan with another company that's leading it, and it's the High Road Charter Company. And the High Road Charter Company, which this caravan is led by Ardred Brifferhue, and they have 6 wagons, 3 of them being for the actual charter company, 3 for what you know as the cultists, but then there's about 2 to 4 dozen other workers that are traveling to the Mere of Dead Men, because now that's a somewhat, I don't want to say stable trade link between Waterdeep and Neverwinter has been kind of reestablished. There's a lot of workers that are heading there to this location to relieve some other workers that have been there for, about 2 to 3 months. So the Carnath Roadhouse is your destination. You guys, like I said, you guys left that morning. You guys got on. You guys are I believe you guys are gonna earn an entire gold for 10 days of travel. You guys,
Wow.
You guys are gonna be set. So
But the good point is we get to go to the Carnath Roadhouse, which I hear has the best steaks this side of the Mississippi.
they do. Well, it would be this side of the long road. So
That's right, yes. Couldn't think of any D&D water names. You don't have the map up, so...
on this side of the Sword Mountain. So speaking of maps, let's go ahead and let's get you guys back over to the map, the new map of the Forgotten Realms for 5e. And the only map. I really hope that when the Forgotten Realms 5th edition campaign setting comes out, first off, they better put a freaking map in the goddamn book, because if they don't put a map, big fold-out map in the book, I'm not going to be the only one disappointed, but about every one of their players are going to be disappointed. So please, guys, put a map, a big fold-out map, in that 5e Forgotten Realms campaign setting book. And I hope the map is like this. I hope it, is a more detailed type of map. It's not those big bright green colors. I hope the map looks like this. So, all right. So you guys can see you left Waterdeep. Basically, you're 1 day away from Waterdeep. You got ambushed on the first day by a dozen bandits. Misty killed them all pretty much. Kadojo got mad. You guys are resting. It's the next morning. So, do you guys want to do any RP from the night before? Now that seeing that a familiar face is back. Kensa. She just mysteriously appeared again.
You've been out gallivanting with all the deer again, pulling all-nighters with elks.
And what have you been doing that's productive?
Killing.
What's
One
to say I
guy.
didn't kill some deer? What's the difference?
I've been killing evil things.
They were evil deer that she was killing.
Obviously. Did you guys check out that inn at Waterdeep that the elk mentioned?
Oops.
Guys, I thought you were in charge of that.
Isn't that in Neverwinter? That's so-called floating inn or whatever. Isn't that in Neverwinter?
I've
There,
had a sleep since then.
there is a. It's called the Moonstone Mask Tavern. It is literally anchored to the main body of Neverwinter. But
I'm assuming that's the one that they mentioned, yeah.
yeah, well, you don't know. That's the only one that you know of. So because that would be
Yeah, but we
common
asked the,
knowledge.
2 weeks ago we asked the gnome on the crab if he ever heard of like a floating castle, and this is the inn he mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, this is the end that he mentioned the Moonstone Mask Tavern. That was the only one that he had ever seen either. So
And was this in Waterdeep or Neverwinter?
Neverwinter, which is
Oh, okay.
it's north
Oh,
of the
sweet.
Mere
We
of
lucked
Dead
out.
Men.
That's
Did you
good-
say
that's good
sweet? We
news.
lucked out.
Yeah, because I thought we forgot.
Pretty much.
Because I mean, there was one point last week where you're like, "Are you sure you don't want to look around?" And then everybody's like, "Yeah, we're sure." And then you went quiet for like, a minute. We're like, "Oh crap!" Now he's telling everybody in the stream what a bunch of idiots we are
No.
because we're not.
Nope, not at all. I just wanted to see if you guys wanted to take advantage of being in a large metropolis like Waterdeep.
So, Kent, are you going to tell us where you've been this entire time? I mean, we all had bets. I thought maybe you turned into a three-toed sloth, and you're just now catching up to the rest of us.
I'm
I
guessing
have a
she was
bunch of
wandering in the
animal
dark.
heads on the table.
A three-toed sloth? That's pretty vicious.
So did you say you threw a bunch of animal heads on the table?
Yep.
Oh boy.
And I just look at you guys.
I guess we applaud. I don't know really how to handle it at that point. Oh, animal heads. Excellent.
Yay! No trail rations for a while.
Yeah, I guess if you like to eat animal heads.
I ate everything else, so...
Oh. I'm not very fond of the ear, so
I was wondering if you guys wanted some trophies. You always seem to be so barren and lack of furs and trophies.
Hey, I'm good. Thanks, though.
Who insisted on having those Etten heads?
Me.
I believe doesn't Mick the Peddler have those heads now?
That's
No, I
right.
never gave them to him because he just wanted. So I said no, you're not having them, basically.
Ah.
But it was Kenza that wanted those heads.
So you've got a
Been
big
trying
box.
to get a head for some time now.
Ha ha! Oh, sorry. I thought we were doing that.
Gus Dorn, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the community,
why do
Gus
I get
Dorn.
the impression that neck armor like gorgets are really in fashion when Kensa's around?
I have no idea what they are. So.
I don't know either. Gorgets.
It's like
I-
what a
Baby
cleric
gorgons.
maybe what a cleric would wear, like a chainmail gorget, or maybe a paladin would wear a plate mail gorget. It's sort of like it stops at the shoulders and it pretty much like protects the neck. It's like a metal turtleneck.
All right.
It's a neck armor because you keep beheading everything.
Well, I kill them first before I cut off their heads. I don't just take their heads off. That's usually they manage to dodge it. So.
So what were you doing out in the wilderness?
I went hunting. Being around Tiberius too long makes my brain cells die. So I went out and
Wait, you said brain cells die, but inside you mean incredibly excited.
obviously.
You just don't know how to
Just
explain
roll
that
it.
feeling.
my.
07 Scape OG.
I think
thanks.
it's- I
He
think
hasn't
going
been
out
right
and-
since that
Welcome.
night of kettling.
Ever
Welcome,
since that,
Scape.
yes, ever since that.
Tiberius is like grown fond of rabbits more than he used to be.
He's more fond of rabbits now than ever. Mm-mm-mm.
No comment.
Mm-mm.
So dinner's good tonight. A nice rabbit stew.
Don't.
Welsh rarebit.
Anything else for you guys on the end of the first night?
Any exciting information?
I look over at Missy and say, next time, just leave me a few to fight. I'm not asking for much here. Just a few to fight. Don't roast them all at once.
Well, you see, the one that I killed there at the end, he attacked me first. He started it.
I'm not talking about the individual kills. I'm talking about the full fireball right next to me kind of attack.
It's not
Especially
my
with the
fault.
melee.
They were all bunched together, and
Oh.
they were just screaming attack.
Pasta, thank you, man. I appreciate it, Link.
Guy, don't have to sound so erotic about it, Misty.
No, she does. Please, continue. No, I'm just joking.
Oh my god.
Kidding.
Oh my.
Thank you, Link. Appreciate it.
Pyromaniac.
And you wonder-
Yes, indeedy.
And you wonder why girls don't play D&D, is it? No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I know your specialty. You're an info pyromaniac. Yep.
Probably safer I keep my mouth shut. Misty just smiles.
All right, so
So-
nothing else eventful happens. The guards do notice that you are, part of the caravan, and like I told you, when you were leaving Waterdeep, they didn't seem to be, thrilled that you were joining the caravan again.
The cultist guard?
Well, yeah, the one female in particular, when Zelos was being accused last week of murder, one of the other guards that was goading on the captain was a female. And you've seen the female several times kind of walk past the camp. Really doesn't say anything, just kind of looks and stares at everyone.
Dave, as she's walking by one time, I just sort of like reach up to scratch the side of my head and just hold up my middle finger, just kind of using my middle finger only to scratch.
She just shakes her head and sighs. Says something about dragonborns and middle fingers. And mothers.
Some things only take one finger.
But begins to feel very uncomfortable when she's stared at by 6 of us. Leaves muttering. Yeah.
You guys probably killed her lover or something, so she's extremely pissed.
Hey, we weren't the ones who killed her. It was that gnome friend of ours. The
You
one
indirectly have something to do with it, though.
I have nothing to do with it. We had a plan to deal with it. But that got thrown.
If a crazed lover goes on a killing spree to try and win you over, does that make you responsible for the killing spree? I don't think so. Thus, we had nothing to do with it.
You also see Jamna Gleamsilver. She's on the caravan. I had mentioned that also.
Oh.
Remember the little female gnome that kind of pulled a nice little trick on you guys? Just so she could get close and talk to you for a little bit?
Yep.
I'm assuming I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, she put a little ring, something in
Was this the
Zelos's porridge. Yeah.
Or maybe it was just a big lump of non-cooked porridge, or maybe like a big barley husk or something.
Either way, she mind raped us.
She definitely did. I was laughing the whole time. I can just imagine everybody kind of pushing their bowls to the side. I think I'm done.
Yes, but she admitted
It could have eked.
to us that she had done knuckle drag her in.
She did.
And she was also Anthar's paymaster, as we found.
Oh, that reminds me. You talked to that. You guys talked to the tattooed bald guy. Like at all? You close with him?
No, they really didn't get to a one-on-one with the tattooed bald guy. No, he's pretty much been keeping to himself. You'd seen him in Waterdeep, when they were at the Northgate stables. You had seen him coming in and out there, but so you're you're looking for the bald-headed tattooed Thayan. We'll go up and talk to him. It may end up being Banderas in the end.
He also looks like the kind of person who would just shank a person.
You look like the kind of person that just shank a person.
Well, she would turn into a puma first, and then shank a person.
With claws and fangs.
I thought I was safe, and then I got shivved.
Alright, so the night goes by. Nothing else happens. You guys take your watches. There's also other, there's quite a few guards, hired mercenaries on this caravan. Nothing happens. Next day comes. You guys have breakfast. You travel. Same thing. Actually, several days go by. 3 more days, for that matter. Travel, they just go by like nothing. You travel the 30 miles or so, rest, and you have dinners at night. Guards going off and getting game. Big fire pits. This caravan is a lot more social. The caravan that's being led by Ardred. He's going around asking how everybody's doing. Things like that. A lot of the other workers that are, they're all marching. The workers are marching. There's, like I said, there's, about 3 to 4 dozen workers. They're going to go relieve the other workers that have been in the dead, at Carnath for a while, repairing the road. And then they're going to probably travel north to Neverwinter, or they could possibly come back to Waterdeep. They have 1 of 2 options ahead of them. You guys don't know that much ahead. You just tried, you're just hired mercenaries. But the travel's gone well. There hasn't been really any dangers. Several other